just get back onto the point, like what they have to do. I think the past 3 days were a bit disappointing in my perspective, but I think this game's draft was a panel were expecting the Motivate.Trust gonna get this game. I think they have better draft.
You think
The
Team
Team
Trust
Trust
has the
have a
better
better
draft?
draft. Yep.
Okay. Why do you think that though? Is it the Drow Ranger, the Slider? Like, what makes it come together for you?
So like, I really didn't like about the Motivate.Trust last pick. They picking a Kunkka
30
against
seconds to
Draw
battle.
Ranger and Slaughter. Well, obviously, if you win your lane, I'm sure you're gonna be able to get all the things that you want to. But the Team Trust not gonna just let that happen. They are gonna be like Slaughter will be just like whacking the Kunkka's head unless like the Neons, I mean the Motivate.Trust rotates.
Okay. It is going to be that Slider versed in the Kunkka, so it could be a bit of a tough time for Fearless, but bounty runes are about to
The
spawn
battle
up, and it does
begins.
seem like it's going to be a very even 2-for-2 trade as per usual. Neither team really wanting to fight it out quite yet.
Want cookies?
And we'll get into it.
Well,
So
too
this
bad.
X-Slider,
Want cookies?
versing that
Well,
Kunkka,
too
you brought it
bad.
up. It's going to be painful for Fearless in this matchup.
It can go both way. Like if Fearless actually lanes well in the first 2 waves, I think he can use like Tidebringers to damage him back. But if he doesn't harass him enough, then he's just gonna get bashed. So we just have to see how that's gonna go. And like support's involvement is also critical for both like the side of the lane.
We'll see very early harassment out from both sides, but of course with that Tidebringer, Fearless should have a slight advantage for now. Looking over to that bot lane, you'll see Q and Masaros up against XMP and of course, I always forget this man's name, Shifu is what we're calling him, Shifu.
Shu Kunyan.
Well, your pronunciation's a lot better than mine, QO, but Masaros is probably going to go down here on the Doom and does. That'll be first blood out for our man on the Drow Ranger, Shifu.
Never underestimate Draw Ranger level 1 with 1 slow. I think Doom's gonna have a like disastrous time at bottom.
Top lane Jackie might actually have a go here onto Ching Fun. Phoenix is already very low, still level 1 without Icarus Dive and does eat a Fairy Fire, but that's not going to be enough. Jackie able to find his own pick off now.
I like how like Motivate wasn't they were like confident like about charging it into Phoenix after his W spirit the Fire Spirit is down from Phoenix. Normally when there's a lot of creeps, you don't wanna go there, right? You don't wanna just dive him.
I'd say no.
But they just charged in and get a Phoenix kill and got out. I think that was really impressive.
Was already a 1-to-1 in this first match. Look at mid lane. X is starting to fall a little bit low in HP, but he does have a salve available. He's just holding on to it for now. And Fearless actually going to try for a kill attempt, but the torrent will not connect. And X going to go back in now after Fearless, providing that harassment back. He has a stun in 1 second, but he could not get it off in time. But Fearless can't really go in for any more CS. Oh, the stun out from X. Oh, he just pushed the limits of the Slaughter AoE.
X was just styling on Fearless.
Oh my.
I was wondering why both hero didn't salve up there, because I was expecting that Fearless to be just immediately salve up, otherwise he won't be able to lane.
That's a lovely play out from X. Fearless, of course, will now come back with full HP and full mana on the Kunkka, but X is going to be very, very happy with that bonus golden XP. He did get an even Q bot lane. There's your Nature's Grasp. He does go for the Cogs. They aren't going to have the damage up or Q. He will be fine to just walk out, but he is very, very low on HP with no regen. Bit of a tough place for the clock.
He has to just go back home, and Doom's not going to be able to hit any creeps.
He did take the Chain Lightning off the Harpy creeps. So I guess he could try to secure creeps that way.
The wave is pushing in, so that's another great sign.
X.
Lazarus.
A nice stun. Fearless going to try and turn around. Will force out the salve usage. In fact, it was his own salve from Fearless. X doesn't actually have a salve available, so just going to have to rely on his own tangos to get himself back up.
I think Motivate's like they have to rely on this Spectre. Like the other 2 lanes are not gonna go like looking too good until now.
I suppose so. Of course, Jackie is going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders to pull off the carry here on the Spectre, but bot lane again, Masaros. Gonna be chased down by XMP. Shifu is gonna go back to farming now, but they are really threatening the presence here from Masaros. Not making him feel comfortable whatsoever, and even now, just trying to get a nice range creep deny off, but he just could not get it off in time. It's a rough position for Motivate.Trust so far in that off lane anyway. Still Fearless, gonna get stunned up by X now, but top lane, Boombill, gonna be the one to fall quite low here on the Snapfire and does die to UU. Now Jackie, gonna take some harassment on the way out, but ultimately will be able to get back towards his tier 1 tower.
Not just a kill, they lost one like entire wave because of the tomato. I'll say tomato.
Except
Don't fall there.
also going down the bot lane there, the Treant Protector losing his life. That'll leave Shifu by himself for now. Boombill also going to go for the TP back towards that top lane with Jackie. We are approaching that 5-minute mark very, very soon, so bounties are about to come up. And it looks like it's going to be another 2-for-2 trade. Trust, they'll take the top runes, and the bottom runes will go to Motivate.Trust. But UU get chased down by Jackie and Boombill.
Jackie has to be careful. They can actually turn.
Icarus dive, they are looking to turn. Cookie is going to get him out of range now of Ching Feng. He'll be just fine. He'll have to salve up. X was actually on the way on the slider, but now he'll TP down bot lane where Shifu is in a bit of danger. But Q is going to get stunned up, and now Shifu will just turn around.
That damage.
It's a very nice rotation out from the slider, X. And they do give the kill to Shifu on the Drow Ranger. Even top lane. Ching Feng now being chased down to the Phoenix. Might just go, but does dodge out the cookie stun. It will not be enough. Icarus Dive was on cooldown for another 4 seconds.
Yeah, really nice play by Team Trust. How they are not giving enough like CS for Jackie. Like he's sitting at 26 when Drow is like hitting at 32. I think that's another big part.
Masaros. Going after XMP again. Comms is going to be good out from Q, and XMP really just has no way out of this one. He's trying to tank it with the living armor, but there's going to be a bit of a body block there from Masaros, and they do get XMP for the second time. Now mind you, they're not killing off Shifu, and they're not slowing down Shifu's farm at all.
Yep. As long as if position 5 defend the carries to farm, then it's all good. It doesn't matter how many times you feed, 1 or 2 or 3. Because Drow Ranger is not getting any interruption in terms of farming.
So you're more than happy if your team Trust with the current state of the game. Of course, Jackie is also farming quite nicely on the Spectre, so both position 1s getting what they want.
I like how Fearless is not focusing on a lane too much, but focusing on his farm.
Lane, boat, gonna be thrown out. X is trapped from the cogs with the battery sold out from Q. He does eat a fairy fire, and now the living armor to come in. Still alive, but no. Q does manage to secure the kill, and Ching Feng is gonna have to Icarus dive out of there. That's a great little rotation out for Motivate.Trust.
That's what they needed. They can't just let X2 just keep on staying on mid and take all the free CS. They have to be just continuously kicking this slot out, so he gets forced to like go off lane or safe lane. But him staying mid, it doesn't make sense.
Fearless has really taken over that mid lane too. Like just even before that that rotation happened from the supports of Motivate.Trust. I mean, he's sitting at 63 and 2 on the Kunkka. And now, of course, just going back into the neutral camps to just take stacks for himself. Looks like he is rushing a very early Spirit Vessel on our Kunkka.
It looks like Trust has to make some moves soon, otherwise X is going to be dying next 2 minutes.
DD rune. He's going to be taken by X. He's going to go down to the bot lane now.
I like how he's rotating.
Boombill is very, very slow on that Snapfire, but so is Q. Here comes Ching Feng on the Phoenix. X gets the Corrosive Haze off. Q just stands there waiting for a second.
That was questionable, right? I think he could just run out. The Slara didn't have enough movement speed to actually chase him up.
Now Masaros does get stunned up. Q with that double damage. He hits like an absolute truck, and god damn, he just takes him out off the map. Masaros going down. X with a double.
I like it. I like how he's like so confident that the tower damage doesn't matter for me. just TP in. If Motivate.Trust actually TP'd for that fight, they're gonna be losing so much more map. But fortunate that they didn't, react much.
Absolutely.
Radiant's middle tower is under
XMP
attack.
mid lane does show himself in Q. Every time he sees this tree, and he's going to go for the kill with the bones are flying in, and Fearless should be able to get a kill, but Q is going to have to take it. The Fire Spirit's attack slow was just way too much. But they'll be happy, and now the mid tier 1 tower to go down. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it looks like Motivate.Trust are like online enough to take all the objectives. Like this is the problem with the Slaughter and Drow Ranger. They both require farms, but they don't have good like escape ability. So they have to play really safe. And I think this tier 1 tower at top side is like really important for the Trust as well. So I like how they're getting it.
But this is not, I mean, the trade, right? You lost your mid tier 1 tower, now you're going to take the top tier 1, but it's not the trade you'd like if you're Team Trust. You'd much rather just have your mid tower still standing there.
Obviously, like that's the best call. You never want to lose mid tower, especially when you have a Slaughter and Drow Ranger in your team.
You need space to farm.
Yep. I was surprised. Like, how come they didn't think about defending at mid tower? Was it just because of that tree dead? Because Konka used the boat for it, right?
It seems, yeah, he did. It seems like they were just relying on XMP to just hold that mid tower, but he just couldn't get it done. Still, got level 6 now on to the clockwork, but bot lane, Yu gonna get caught out by the Exa Fearless with the boat to come in, and Yu does swap out into the Phoenix now, but still goes down to Fearless. They just can't get any form of a trade. In fact, drums are going to be popped. They're rushing in again. Masseros goes for the Doom onto Ching Feng.
Oh,
Claims the kill with the Mortimer's Kisses. Trees do not like fire, but XMP will get out of range. They will even take the Vengeful Spirit illusion.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Motivate, getting step by step. All these small kills into objective.
It's just great play out from Motivate.Trust. It's very surgical. Always finding a couple kills and straight into the next objective. XMP, there's just nothing he can do to defend this. He's spamming Living Armor and Nature's Grasp, but with that TP, it's going to be enough to force them back. Fearless, he's been left there. They are not going to try and take this team fight, Motivate.Trust.
I think there was the max range swap as well. So really good play by Yu.
Boombill. X knows he's there somewhere. Or maybe he doesn't. He must have assumed a TP out from Boombill, so hiding in the trees sometimes just works. That's what he does.
That small juking spot.
Boombill might show himself here. He does have a TP, but he hasn't committed it.
Yeah, they want to get bottom tower as soon as possible. So once they're ready, they're gonna be creeping up, like trying to get bottom tower again. So there's no point for him to TPing out.
Boombill now will show himself, and he never really left. But nobody's going to be there to punish him. He'll be just fine. The rest of his team slowly making their way back down to that bot lane. And on the brighter side for Team Trust, you do still have our Drow Ranger, who is farming extremely well. 5.8k, just behind the Kunkka on the side of Motivate.Trust. Hook shot, Q, gonna go onto X. Boats are flying with the X there, out from the Kunkka, and that should be your Slaughter gone. He does get a stun off in time, but it's not gonna matter. They'll lose one, and they'll also lose Ching Feng. Everyone else from Team Trust just gonna have to back out.
Yeah, you mentioned that Drow Ranger is like pretty farm, but like Spectre is also way farm compared to how the laning went. So, and who's gonna? Oh, they're gonna get so much EXP with these stacks.
Just sharing it with each other. It's great to see. Motivate.Trust seem to have woken up on the right side of the bed this morning. They are playing very, very well so far. Team Trust, they've got some catching up to do, but they'll just allow their Drow to keep farming up, and they'll smoke up with their supports. Yu and XMP gonna move down towards the south of the map. They are going to see the TP in from their own Phoenix, and Boombill and Masaros going to get scouted out here. Yu does start onto Masaros with the magic missile, but Cookie is going to get him out of there. But now the overgrowth down from XMP with the egg committal. Masaros cannot sustain the damage and does die. Q looking to turn back around, but now he gets stunned up, and in fact, they are coming in. They want to commit to the fight. Shifu going to be there with the frost arrows, and they get a second.
I don't know. Trust had to be careful. I mean, Motivate had to like sort of be careful because all their spells were down. There was no boat. There was no horns. I think when you're going into no vision area, like I think you have to go like more safer route because that was a bit greedy play.
Was definitely greedy. They have been very desperate for that bottom T1 tower, just not wanting to slow down on Motivate.Trust, but obviously you've got to be just slightly cautious. In fact, speaking of, Fearless will have to throw the boat out, but there is control there from X. Still though, X him out. Now Yu getting caught by the Torrent. Who are they aiming for? It's going to be the Slaughter. X, the first to go down. Now XMP dying to Jackie on the Spectre. Yu getting very, very low, trying to kill Fearless, but he just couldn't get there. And even Q gonna find Ching Feng. There's only one man left on Team Trust, and that is your Drow Ranger, and Masaros has the control for
It's
now.
gonna be so big.
But they will not dive underneath the tier 2 tower. But I'm sure you're still very, very happy. 4 heroes dead without losing any of your own that last team fight.
Yep, and Bounty Rune as well. 4 Bounty Rune.
Radiant's bottom tower
dream.
is under attack.
Well, I feel like Trust has to use his timing to get Roshan just because the Haunt and the Ghost Ship is down. And after this kill, I hope they...
Masaros is going to come in and contest this. Boombill, there is a regen rune right in front of him, but Masaros will take it for himself. How dare you, Masaros? Now Boombill's going to die. X will continue going after Q. Q does get forced up, but it will not matter. He did not get to the high ground, and they're going to rush a Roshan.
Yeah, they have to play really fast. Once the Spectre has Manta Style and Scotty,
Radiant's bottom
I
tower is
really
under
don't
attack.
see how Trust will be able to play.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
There's going to be no contention. Team Trust will get a free Aegis. Shifu is still very, very doing very well in terms of net worth. Of course, is behind Jackie, but he's been having a decent game on the Drow. But there is a 7k net worth lead for Motivate.Trust. So even with this Aegis available, do you want to fight? Well, they're going to have to now. Masaros has jumped in onto Yu with the boat to come in, and it looks like we might just lose our bench. Yu does end up going down. Now XMP just surrounded on the Dream Protector. They also got the Aegis off their Drow, and that means Shifu is probably not going to survive this as he does get Cog's pushback. He tries to fight back, but it is no good. Q with the control on the Clockwork. And that also was a buyback on XMP.
Yeah. Oh, I think... I don't know. I just feel like Motivate.Trust has to... You know, they're just doing their own stuff and it is very calculatable. You know, you can read their movement, like, you know what they want to do, but I just feel like Trust also like keep on making a mistake. Both sides are not respecting each other.
Bot lane, they're going to go again, Motivate.Trust. They're not done. But there are more heroes here from Trust. On the Radiant side, that is, an X. He's looking to rush in onto Fearless. Does see him. Can he reach the Kunkka? No, he cannot.
Yeah, just need to wait for the Haunt on the Spectre. And I don't know, I feel that the Lotus Orb is a big value item here. Just because it's a +2 Slaughter. Right? Like, ignoring his damage, gonna make Team Trust to have so much less damage. So, I hope I can see some Lotus from Konka or Doom.
We have a big smoke up. MG Trust gonna run straight into the Venge. Q didn't actually see him. The Fog of War gonna block him out. No, they found a bigger target. It's Shifu. Oh, that is not great news for Team Trust. You would have much rather your Venge just die, but well, he's gonna die anyway. Fearless, he has caught him out with the X and the boat to come in. Boombill with the follow-up Scatter Blast. Oh, that is a rough engagement for Team Trust.
I was thinking that if Bench sacrificed like his life, Draw wouldn't have died, but they both ended up dying at the end.
It's not what you want. That'll increase the net worth lead now to 13k for Motivate.Trust. It's only getting worse and worse.
10k on Spectre, 10k on Konka.
Jackie's just working straight into an Eye of Skadi now. Just trying to reduce the heals coming in from Team Trust. Not that they really need this Eye of Skadi yet. He just, I guess he can afford it because he's having such a good game. Q gonna spot out Yu, but they have started onto Ching Feng. Still, he'll Icarus dive in. They do have the egg available, but Q, he's gonna block the staircase perfectly.
Forced everyone's reaction, and they can decide whether they want to farm or they want to fight. And they decide to fight.
They want XMP on the train, but they will not be able to exit back in time for the torrent. Still, Masaros jumps in with a 3-man stun, and now the team fight starts. The boats are fly in. There's already 2 gone. They'll buy back on Ching Feng. He still has the egg available, but is he going to be able to get it off in time? Still, MG Trust want to keep fighting. Jackie, he'll go after Yu now. There's your egg, but it's going to get bursted by Boombell. Oh, it's just a misposition out from our Phoenix. And again, Shifu is the only one to survive the team fight.
It's a disaster.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's
attack.
what it is.
Masaros, what a great initiation.
That's 3-man stun into 3-man cookie as well. So they got locked down for 4 seconds, 5 seconds, entire fight. That's why even though with the buyback, like they lost six lives there without killing any single of the MG Trust like heroes.
Domination is what we're seeing right now from MG Trust. And well, like you said, neither team's really respecting each other right now. Unfortunately for Team Trust, Motivate.Trust seem to be more disrespectful, and it's working out. Still, 19k net worth lead here for this dire side. QO, I'm going to ask you a hard question.
Yep.
If you were captaining Team Trust right now, what's the game plan? How do you come back?
I mean, it's very hard because they have Drow Ranger. You never want to be into this situation.
Shifu. Fearless. Oh, he's going for the DD rune. Fearless, he's going to get the X off in time. They could initiate, but looks like they think better of it. You get out. But you were saying, how would you come back?
Oh, wait, let's watch this thing first before. Oh, like there was...
It's perfect.
Yeah, 2-man boat, 3-man stun, and 3-man cookie.
Fantastic moment out for Motivate.Trust, and you saw the secondary egg. Ching Feng, he bought back. He wanted to get the egg off. He got the egg off, but you can't use it right next to a Snapfire.
Yeah, when you're versing Snapfire, you really wanna... You need to egg like from level 12.
Yeah.
Level 1 egg doesn't do anything if you're egging next to the Snapfire. But like, I mean, like Team Trust, like because you asked the questions, they have to slowly get the maps, but they have to be winning some team fights. Like there is no way they can actually come back if they don't get the like map back, and they need the kill goal. But it looks like really hard to win that situation. They need to fight. I mean, Team Motivate.Trust has to be just coming to the Trust jungle without the Spectre having a horn.
That's fair.
So I'll say they have to bait them out like, slowly.
Out. Who they caught there? Hookshot is going to be onto Shifu, but they are going straight after X, who just picked up the Aghanim Scepter, but it does nothing. They got the egg off again with the overgrowth onto Q. It is only the clockwork that's being controlled at the moment, and still Q is alive as Fearless. He'll come back in with the cookie out from Boombell. Still Shifu trying to survive, trying to get that gust off in time, but it may not matter. Spirit Vessel is ticking him down. There goes another in the form of XMP. Yu still trying to just kill off this clockwork, but Q, the man's just unkillable. And Jackie was chasing Ching Feng, but at least the Phoenix gets out. Still, you lost 4 more heroes for Team Trust.
I'm not gonna be surprised if Team Trust calls GG right now. I think it's just better to reset to the next game.
It is a very, very tough game here for Trust. Team Trust. I mean, Q on this clockwork, he's been so influential this game as well. Like, from mid of 1, he was just running at them over and over again and setting up kills.
Radiant's middle tower
It's a
is
very
under attack.
tough predicament where in a team fight, you control a position for clockwork and you still don't kill it.
I think Q is really good with all this tiny clockwork, something that breaks down the positions. And Q, I think he's the one who's like solving out like a lot of this part of the games.
MG.Trust.
You just need Roche and tier 1 tower at top side.
Well, they're going to wait for the Roshan. We're still 20 seconds away from finding out when it is going to spawn up still. Team Trust looks like they want to try and reinvade their own triangle. The Masaros, he sees Ching Feng with the hookshot follow-up from Q. They could get the egg, but no, the swap is going to be there in time. Still Q, four-staffing forward. Now the boat out onto UU. There goes your Phoenix and probably your Venge, as Masaros is not done yet. The puddle does not help your Vengeful Spirit. Still a great overgrowth is there, but he got the Doom off in time. Back onto X. He'll force stuff, but it is not enough. He could not get to the low ground. It's Q with a double kill. And they want to go for that Drow. Shifu, he is not safe. Not outside his home and not inside his home as they knock the door down. XMP, they know he's around there somewhere. Get the Nature's Grasp off. Will try and hide in the trees. But the Spectral Dagger going to give vision of where he's going, and well, I guess he's buying a bit of time, but that's all he's buying.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, I don't know.
Radiant's top tower has
Like
fallen.
they're just doing no damage. I mean, they're receiving 0 damage. Motivate.Trust. Spectre,
Radiant's
Conkat,
top
they
tower
both
is under attack.
got aimed by Drow Ranger with corrosive haze on it, but they only hit like 10%, 20%. Yeah, so I think that like their winning angle like at the moment, Trust have to somehow burst the Doom and kill 2 supports and then
Radiant's
kill
top tower is under
Conka and
attack.
Spectre at the end. But can they possibly do it from this situation?
Perhaps. That's all we can say for now. It's just Masaros and Q. They're playing so well off each other. This Doom and Clockwork combination.
And it's so aggressive too. Like Masaros doesn't mind dying.
No?
Look at the Conka damage receiving.
I don't mean to make any puns happen here, but there is quite a lot of trust happening with Motivate.Trust between Q and, of course, the Doom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They just clean him up again. It's just fantastic play, and poor old Shifu just trying to get out,
Radiant's middle tower is under
but
attack.
Jackie, he was on top of him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're not giving up, they're trying. Looks like we are going to have what seems to be a Shadow Blade into a Silver Edge coming out onto our Drow now, so maybe just a
Radiant's
way
top
to
tower has
disengage, just another way apart from that Hurricane Pike, but even then it still could not work. And now a smoke out. Q just hook shots in,
Just
he found the
going
Drow
in.
Ranger with the Haunting from Jackie, and that is just a dead Drow. UU trying to stick around, but he could not get the swap up in time. Oh boy.
I'm surprised how Shifu is always the one who gets jump first. Like most of the team fights. I think
Radiant's
they
middle
have
tower
to do
is
something
under
about the
attack.
maps together, but nothing's really happening that much.
And tier 2 mid tower not going to last long, and to make matters even worse for Team Trust, the Roshan is also up. If Motivate.Trust wanted to go for it, still XMP getting caught out on the Dream Protector with the boat, does connect. Q is not done, he has the hook, but he will not dive tier 4 towers, there is no need for it, but Jackie kills off X.
Radiant's middle
Just
tower
Jackie
is
and
under
Masaros.
attack.
Yep. And Roshan is up, so they're probably gonna run towards Rosh. Motivate.Trust.
It's about that time.
Yep.
I mean, they don't really need it, but if you can, you just take it.
And once they finish the Rosh, they're gonna be having Haunt again, like on a cooldown of 20.
It's a very, very tough predicament. 31k net worth lead here for Motivate.Trust.
Yeah, you're versing against a Spectre as a
Radiant
Drow
are
Ranger and
scanning.
you're stuck in the base. You're just gonna get 200 net worth every minute. Meanwhile, Spectre's making 800, 700. So, I don't know, you don't wanna stay in this situation, right? Like, you rather wanna just like hit them up and try to do stuff
They're
before
smoked up,
they lose.
UU. He's gonna get caught by Fearless. X boat, fly in, he swapped himself out, but no, he's still gonna get hit with that boat. Fearless, now getting stunned up. There's your egg. Will it be focused down in time? The overgrowth is there, but Boombell gets in with the shots on Snapfire, and they found another onto UU. Hook shot from Q will not connect, but it does not matter. X, still in the middle of the team fight, does end up dying. And XMP What do you do?
It's
Just
the
call
right
the
call.
GG.
Like, you have to do it. They have to prepare for the next game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Where do you think they need to change things up at Team Trust?
I think the only problem was they picked the draw ranger really early instead